Okay, so now we're still in 6.1c. Now we have problems to solve. And it says use a proportion to solve each equation. So a proportion is when we have two fractions or ratios equal to each other. So we need to make a ratio. So in order to solve these problems, we have 4 steps. Step 1. We have to figure out what is the question asking for. Okay? So, it says Fahad has a box of Sidra apples and dates in the ratio of 3 to 4. If he has 24 kilograms of dates, how many kilograms of Sidra apples does he have? So it's saying, how many kilograms of Sidra apples does he have? We don't know. That's what we have to find. So we need to pick a letter, a variable, that represents this. We can pick K for kilograms, S for Sidra, A for apples. Let's pick A for apples. Oh, let's pick S. S for Sidra. Okay. So S is going to represent kilograms of Sidra apples. Because we need to find out how many kilograms he has. That's step 1. Step 2, we have to make a decision about our proportion. What's going to go on the top and what's going to go on the bottom. We have Sidra apples and we have dates. We can put apples up or down. It doesn't matter. Let's put dates up and apples and Sidra apples down. It doesn't matter. You can do it the other way. We just have to make a decision, okay? Step 3, we need to make our proportion. So it looks like this. So here it says the ratio 3 to 4. Because Sidra apples comes first, this goes with the 3 because it comes first. And dates comes after, so the 4 goes with the dates. And this is important. Okay, so dates goes up. The 4 goes with dates, so the 4 is going to go up because we decided to put our dates up. Sidra is down. Sidra apples goes with the 3, so it's going to go down. Here it says 24 kilograms of dates. So 24 is about dates. Dates is up, so our 24 is going to go up. And how many Sidra apples do we have? I don't know. We don't know. But we said let S equal the number of kilograms. So we're going to put S here. Because we don't know how many Sidra apples there are, we have to find it. So I'm going to solve the proportion. 4 times S equals 3 times 24. So 4S equals, this is 72. S needs to be alone, so divide by 4. That's 1. So I have 1S equals, and if you do that, that'll be 18. So S equals 18. Now the last step is you always have to, if you have a story, you have to finish with an English sentence that shows you understand what the 18 means. 18 represents the kilograms of Sidra apples. So what's the question? How many kilograms of Sidra apples does he have? He has 18 kilograms of Sidra apples. There. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Let's do the next one. So Alia has drawn a rectangle with length to width in the ratio of 2 to 3. So length comes first, so it goes with the 2. Width comes after, so it goes with the 3. If the length is 10, so 10 is about the length, what is the width? So first we have to always do, what is the question asking us? Oops. The question is saying, what is the width? Okay, so what letter can we choose for width? We can choose any letter, it doesn't matter, but width starts with W, so I'll go W equals width. Oops. W-I-D-T, width. Step 2, we have to make a decision about what goes up and what goes down. Here we have length and width. Let's do length up and width down. Doesn't matter, you can do it the other way. Length up, width down. You have to make a decision because when you're doing the next step, making your proportion, you have to have the length on the top and the width on the bottom. So this 2 goes with the length, so it's going to go up. This 3 is with the width, so it's going to go down. Oops, I need to do 3. 3 is down. Now this 10 is with the length. So length we chose to be up, so the 10 goes here. We don't know the width. We have to find the width, so we're going to use our W here. If our length is 10, what's our width? So let's solve the proportion. 2 times W equals 3 times 10. That's 2W. 3 times 10 is 30. W wants to be by itself, so divide by 2. Get rid of that 2. So now W is all by itself. 30 divided by 2 is 15, so W equals 15. So now step 4, you have to end with an English sentence. What is the width? The width is 15. If I stopped there, I wouldn't get full marks. I have to say, is it 15 kilometers, centimeters? Here it's centimeters, so let's make sure we put centimeters. There. Let's now go to number 5. Okay, 5. So Amna has a recipe for cookies that calls for 0.2 kilograms of chocolate chips. Her recipe will make 24 cookies, so 24 cookies, but she wants 40 cookies. She wants to make 40 cookies. How many kilograms of chocolate chips will she need? So step 1 is we say, what do they want? What are they looking for? How many kilograms of chocolate chips will she need? So I have to say I can use K for kilograms, C for chocolate chips. So let's use C. Let C represent the kilograms of chocolate chips. Okay. Step 2, we have to make a decision. We have cookies and chocolate chips. We have to make a decision what goes up and what goes down. It doesn't matter what goes up and down. You just have to make a decision. So let's put cookies up and chocolate chips down. Okay. Now we make our proportion. So cookies. The recipe makes 24 cookies, so we have to put 24 up. And the recipe has 0.2 kilograms of chocolate chips. So the 0.2 goes down here. But she wants to make 40 cookies. So cookies, 40 cookies. And we have to say how many kilograms of chocolate chips? I don't know. We used the letter C to represent what we don't know. So now we just solve the proportion. 24 times C equals 0.2 times 40. That's 24C equals 8. No, yeah, 8. C wants to be alone, so get rid of the 24. That's 1. So 1C equals, what's that on my calculator? 8 divided by 24. Oops, I forgot my 4. Oops. 1 over 3. 1 over 3 SD, 0.3 with a hat, or 0.3333 repeated. Okay. Let's make that nicer so you can see it. 1 over 3. Okay, so step 4, how many kilograms of chocolate chips will she need? Well, I'm going to choose 1 over 3 because I can say 1/3 of a kilo. And if I go to the souk and I say this, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. This might be okay if I cut it there and say 333 grams, but I think this is easier. How many kilograms of chocolate chips will she need? She will need 1/3 a kilogram of chocolate chips. There. Okay, let's do number 6. So this is about maps. So when we have like Google Maps, on the bottom of Google Maps, they have something called a scale. and it will have like a distance like this. They'll say this distance is equal to 150 kilometers in real life. Okay, they don't say real life, but it says it equals to 150 kilometers, but they mean in real life. And here it might say like 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter on the map is equal to, or represents, 150 kilometers in real life. Okay, so on a map, 1 centimeter represents 150 kilometers. This is called a scale. Using a proportion, find the distance represented by 4 centimeters. So they're saying on the map there's a distance of 4 centimeters, and in real life, how much is that equal to? Well, we might be able to think that through, but they're saying use a proportion to solve it. So we have to solve it using the proportion. So step 1, we have to say what do they want? Find the distance represented by 4 centimeters. So they're sort of saying, what's the distance in real life? So let D, we'll see D for distance. Distance in real life. Okay. Step 2, we have to make a decision about what goes up and what goes down. We have centimeters and we have kilometers. So let's do maybe centimeters up and kilometers down. And centimeters is about the map, and kilometers about real life. Okay, so that's our decision. Step 3, we need to make the proportion. So the map says 1 centimeter, centimeters are up, kilometers are down, is equal to 150 kilometers. So 4 centimeters on the map, centimeters is up, is how many kilometers in real life? Well, we don't put a question mark, we put D for distance. Now we solve the proportion. 1 times D equals 4 times 150. That's just D. 4 times 150 is 600. So now we have to show that we understand what that 600 means. So 600 is the distance in real life of the 4 centimeters. So we can say something like 4 centimeters on the map. They use the word represented, so let's use represented. Represents 600 what? Kilometers in real life. Okay. So now I want to do question 9. Let's do question 9. So Asma runs really fast. She can run 9 kilometers in half an hour. At that rate, how long would it take her to run 33 kilometers? How long? Step 1 is saying, what are they asking? How long? Time. They're asking us, how much time does it take her to run 33 kilometers? Okay, so let's use T for time. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Time it takes to run 33 kilometers. Step 2, we have to make a decision. We have time and we have kilometers. Let's do time up, and let's do kilometers down. 3, let's do the proportion. So 9 kilometers, kilometers we said down, and time goes up, half an hour. How do I write half an hour? Half an hour? Well, half an hour is the same as 30 minutes. So we have to change it into some sort of math, because we can't use English words. So 30 minutes. So 33 kilometers, that's kilometers, so it's going to go down. And T represents our time. We want to find out how much time it takes to run 33 kilometers. So let's solve it. Solve the proportion. 9 times T equals 30 times 33. So 9T equals 990. T wants to be alone, so get rid of the 9. same over same is 1. So that's 1t equals 110. So step 4. How long does it take her to run 33 kilometers? It takes her, 110. It's in minutes. So in Netflix, if a movie is 110 minutes, how many hours is that in minutes? Well, take out 60, because 1 hour is 60 minutes, so that's 1 hour. 110 minus 60 is 50. So 110 minutes is the same as 1 hour and 50 minutes. So it takes her 1 hour and 50 minutes to run 33 kilometers. There. Okay, let's do one more. Hissa, number 14. So Hissa runs 6 kilometers in 1 hour. At that rate, how far would she run in 40 minutes? Oh, it's kind of the same. So we always start with, what is it asking for? How far? How far? So they're asking about a distance. They're saying, how far, how many kilometers does she run in 40 minutes? Okay. So if it's distance, let's use a d for distance. Let d equal the distance she runs in 40 minutes. Okay. Step 2, we have to make a decision. We have time and we have kilometers. So let's do, doesn't matter, let's do time up, kilometers down. Doesn't matter, you just make a decision. Step 3, let's make the proportion. So it takes, it's 6 kilometers, kilometers is down, 1 hour. There's a problem here. Let's look. An hour and minutes. These always have to be the same units. So if this is minutes, lazim, this must be minutes. If this is hours, it must be hours. So it has to be the same. So what we do is we change one of them so they're the same, but we do it so it's easy for us. So 1 hour can easily become 60 minutes. There. So now 60 minutes, 40 minutes, they're both minutes. Okay, so they have to be the same unit. And I changed it to minutes because this is easy to change to minutes. Okay, so if it takes, she runs 6 kilometers in 60 minutes. 6 kilometers in 60 minutes. And here, how far would it take her to run 40 minutes? So minutes are up. And we don't know how many kilometers, so we put d for distance. So now we solve our proportion. 60 times d equals 6 times 40. 60d equals 240. Now d wants to be alone, so get rid of the 60. That's 1. Same over same is 1, so I have 1d equals 4. So d equals 4. So now we have to write the sentence. 4. 4 is the distance, and the distance is in kilometers. How far would she run in 40 minutes? She would run 4, make sure you say kilometers, in 40 minutes.